Everyone's still mad about the Dallas Mavericks trading away Luca to the Lakers. Many people consider it the worst trade in NBA history. But what if I told you that this isn't the first time the Dallas Mavericks traded away an iconic young superstar? You see, before Jason Kidd was the Dallas Mavericks head coach, he was not only the 1994 second overall pick and Rookie of the Year for the Mavericks, but he was also a part of what people called the Triple J Ranch, a big three of Jason Kidd, Jimmy Jackson, and Jamal Mashburn. You see, Jim Jackson and Jamal Mashburn were both 25 points per game scorers, while Jason Kidd led the league in triple-doubles. It's very rare to draft 3 consecutive players in 3 consecutive drafts that are this good this soon. So naturally, there was a lot of excitement about them. A lot of people consider them to be next up. Very similar to how the Houston Rockets are right now. Not quite ready to contend for a title, but you could see it coming. But then, in just 22 games into the 1996-1997 season, the Mavericks traded Jason Kidd to the Phoenix Suns. And then, just a month later, they traded Jamal Mashburn to the Heat. And then right after that, they traded Jim Jackson to the Nets. So in the span of 3 months, all 3 members of the Triple J Ranch were gone. Fans hated GM Don Nelson. Very similar to how they hate current GM Nico Harrison now. But Matthew, if they were so good, why would they make these trades? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you a story. You see, Jason had a relationship problem. He hated Jim Jackson. People started to notice that their on-court chemistry was off. Like they wouldn't pass each other the ball, and there were rumors that there was tension in the locker room. But what could possibly happen that would turn something so good so toxic? It couldn't possibly be over a woman. Could it? Could all of this drama really be about a woman? Rumors started to fly about a love triangle between Jason Kidd, Jim Jackson, and 7-time Grammy Award winner Tony Braxton. As the story goes, Jason allegedly set up a date with Tony during an away game in Atlanta. Tony pulls up to the hotel in her limo. So now Tony is outside waiting for Jason in her limo in front of the hotel. But then she gets approached by Jim Jackson, who steals her away and takes her on a date himself. Now I say allegedly because Jason refused to comment about the situation until years later, and he denies ever even coming in contact with Tony. Jimmy Jackson was asked about it as well, and he said that nothing happened. He said, quote, "It really didn't go down like you think," end quote. So then the Tony Braxton thing didn't really happen, did it? Well, when Tony was interviewed about it on a Dallas radio show, she said, quote, "As far as dating, whether it's true or not, I can never kiss and tell," end quote. And to this day, she has never confirmed or denied the rumor. Jamal Mashburn believes that Tony allowed the rumors to circulate to promote her album. Some other members of the team, including Don Nelson, said that it wasn't the reason for the feud, but it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Jason Kidd would go on to become one of the greatest point guards in NBA history. He also returned to the Mavericks and won a championship in 2011. Jamal would be a consistent 20 points per game scorer for both the Heat and the Hornets. Jim Jackson went on to play for 12 different teams and had a memorable playoff run with the Sacramento Kings in 2003. And that is just another sad love song.